Yo, test, test, test. Guys, this is Avilo here, the god of Mech, and I am bringing you another another TvT game here on StarCraft 1 Brood War. And why? Because I have broken the meta. I don't know what these guys are doing. I've played... Well, actually, I tried to make BC's work against Zerg. 2 games so far. It didn't work, but mostly I almost made it work, but it didn't quite work against the Zergs I played because I'm not acclimatized yet to do it optimally. But I do have 2 sick games here real quick to show you guys the god of Mech in Brood War, beating these low-tier trash can players with my own style. So here we go. This is the... I'm going to show you one TvP. Maybe I should do separate videos, most likely. Gotta, you know, might as well, if I'm going to upload this, have 2 separate videos for each one. So, in the top left, we got this yellow Terran guy, 369 iOS, don't know who it is, just random dude on the ladder. Then we got me, bottom left, red Terran here. I think the color is just random, it just assigns you every game. I'm going to speed this up. And the map is Chikura's Temple, I think. I think that's what it's called. Again, I don't really know the maps. All I know is, this is the second... I've done it again. That's all guys... I don't know how many of you guys play Brood War. If anyone that watches Brood War actually will watch this, copy what I'm doing. This is the 2021 meta. Well, it's like the meta from like ages ago, but I brought it back. And I can tell no one is thinking and using their brains anymore, guys, because there's not many new players. So when you get a quote unquote new player like myself playing Brood War, but I have all the knowledge, the old school knowledge, and I'm bringing, you know, new school knowledge from the old school, but to the new school. These, like, I'm pretty sure this will catch on very, you know, just like Ghost Lockdown and Nukes and TvP. I've seen, apparently, that's caught on in Brood War in the last couple weeks. People started doing that. Well, I'm pretty sure this Terran vs. Terran style might catch on. And I even did it, I did the greedy version this game. To be honest, I did something that I don't usually do. Well, I went for, you know, fast expand, preemptive wall off against vulture run-bys. I don't think I even needed this depot, but whatever. So I'm going to be a little bit ahead here just for free. My command center's already mining. Factory going down. Is factory sooner, double factory, triple factory again. Like, guys, this is not a coincidence. When you see that last, and by the way, there's like, the last video I uploaded, again, I haven't been streaming, but the last video I uploaded has almost 1,000 views after that long of not posting content, which is kind of crazy. So, appreciate all the views, guys. Keep it up. Keep spreading the word, as they say. But if you watched the last video where I showed you Battlecruiser tank BC tank TvT, well, the same thing happened. This must be like the most. What I'm doing is meta defining. It's meta breaking. I'm breaking the game. Now I went 2-4 this game, and this really actually was bad. I should have just stuck to double factory, to be honest. But whatever. Now this guy's doing something, again, like he's doing the same thing the last guy did. Vultures. The vulture openers. Like this, it must, you know, again, the common thing. So here he comes with the standard mass vulture shenaniganry. Just coming across the map. Now, again, he's probably like, okay, I got this. Now watch this. I'm gonna just, I mean, I know he has this. He has to go right now. He has to, like, because I'm just going to wall off with the eBay. So this is just... Now, he tries to run in, realizes he can't. So, like... What is he doing? I cancel this once I hold this up. Like, so, like, what is the point? Why are all these players, guys, they can't think for themselves. They're just copying what everybody else does. Because it's clear from the last video that I uploaded and showed you guys, like, this is the new, the last, this is how people play Brood War or TvT nowadays, mass vultures. And I didn't even do this, this opener was not even optimal for me. I went tank Wraith because I thought he might try and tank push me. But as it turns out, these players just go for the mass vultures. So now he's getting tank Goliath. I kind of just fly around with these Wraiths, just threatening to do stuff, but it's basically just bluffing. The Wraiths aren't going to really do anything. So I shut down his opening pretty efficiently, taking my third now. Again, just poking here, saying like, hey, I have these Wraiths. I stopped building them because, again, I'm going to go into BCs. And I admit I did this in a really risky way. I did this, I played really greedy this game. I just plopped down a command center there. You can see his army moving across the map here. Normally I would have 2 factories and then go to starports, but I opened Wraiths, which honestly slowed me down a lot. So now I'm building 2 BCs. Tanks pumping out 1 at a time. And that should be enough to hold this. This isn't even, these aren't even positioned properly. If I had even been positioned better, I just shut this down completely. Now he does manage to kind of break in, but this is how strong tanks are in Brood War on the defense. So I will clean this up, and he has no third during all this, so I'm just ahead. I can lose some workers here. He's gonna lose all of his gas units. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Let me turn my sound down a tiny bit here. Okay, there we go. Fine. Sorry, alt-tabbing here. Oh, there we go. Alright, so again, another command center floating now. Double BCs building 2 more starports. I'm up to 4 port with 1 factory building tanks, researching air upgrades, and now he's starting his third. He's starting to get his expansions. He's up to 5 factories, just pumping out tank Goliath. But after shutting down this attack, like, I shut that down pretty cleanly, I would say. And I'm up 60 workers to 44 just because that the greedy third off of the tanks, and I held his attack. So at this point, I held the attack and held the third, so he's pretty screwed. I start building factories down here so I can get tanks up on the cliff, since I'm not playing like a dropship style where I could just, get an army on a cliff easily. Scans everywhere. So 3 BCs building at a time. Gonna be 4 BCs. So this, and I'm building the second and third factories that again, I'm playing this like StarCraft 2, where sometimes you guys have seen me play Skyturn. So I'm playing TvT backwards, basically. I like opening BCs, very StarCraft 2-esque, and then going back into ground mech after that. But why is this so cool? It's because this is, you don't see this in you don't see this at all in Brood War. This is not a thing. Trust me, guys. This is not a thing. So again, tank battlecruiser. I think I even built 1 vessel here just for D-Matrix. Now again, his army is pretty fearsome, but as long as I can get in position, look at this army. You would not think I'm even just Yamatoing units for free here. Look at this. So easily holdable. I can even push that back with 1 group of tanks and 1 group of BCs. I can kill infinite armies here. So this is again, I hope other Brood War people that still play this game see this and be like, whoa, wait a minute, this is viable? This is a thing that is possible? And it is. Turns out Goliaths don't counter this, because tanks are so powerful in Brood War. So I could just inch for, again, if I get a little bit better at this, I could be using my Yamatos even better. Honestly, I could just one-shot this. I don't know. I could just... There we go. It's dead. One important thing to note is I do have +2 on the BCs. So they get +6 and then +9 attack when they have +3. Look at all the upgrades in production. I mean, I'm very far ahead in macros. I just have 4 armories. And again, so I'm at 200 supply. Macro decently, I have this set up. Top left also getting set up. Factories up there. You can't do anything. Like, you can't break this. Can't break this. And the tanks and the BCs are just... You know, look at this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has like 11 factories or something. Wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, he has 11 factories worth of production. I have 3 and 3 factories, 4 starports. And I mean, I guess I do have these over here. But I'm able, like, we're both at max supply. And I have one group of BCs here and tanks. And then another group of tanks and BCs here. So... This is very, like, this is very unorthodox Brood War play, StarCraft 1 play, but I'm making it happen, man. I'm the god of mech. I'm making this work. Like, look at this army. Look at his army. Here he comes. Like, you would think, like, the army he has would work, right? But it just doesn't. Like, just the one group of tanks and the BCs, and his army's gone. Now I can kill him. I can kill his army now. So I actually kill all that. Like, I win that fight. You would not think I would win that, but it's just... It's just so winnable. Honestly, now I should have just pushed his rally point with what I have. Like, these tanks here, the BCs, I could push into his rally point and win the game. Like, he's gonna do this push here, but this is gonna fizzle out. Because I have tanks, I have factories now up on the cliff. So I can just make tanks up. He's not gonna be able to break that. He'd have to have, like... He would have to have dropships to break this at this point. He's not gonna get up the cliff. And again, now I can start pushing his rally. Now, a lot of these battlecruisers, like this BC is at 9 HP. These are really low, so I didn't push any more forward here, but I am just killing units for free. I mean, at this point, the game is over. He's killing this base. It's irrelevant base. I'm already so far ahead. I lose these by accident. But again, like, what is he gonna do? Like, the Goliaths don't counter BCs. Guys, tank battlecruiser, pretty sick style. You gotta admit, like... So maybe we'll see some Brood War players start experimenting with this if they, you know, the way strats... I've said this before, guys. The way strategies and the meta develops and things like go between players, you know, us humans, monkey see, monkey do. So like, one person will see this and then they'll tell a friend, like, hey, did you see this Avilo guy? Like, it'll be like one guy like, oh, Avilo uploaded a video, and then the next guy's like, oh yeah, what is it? Oh, he was making BCs or something in like TvT, and then, you know, those people write it off. But it reaches one person. That's game. Tank BC, guys. But you see what I'm saying? It'll reach one person through that little grapevine, and then they'll be like, oh, tank battlecruiser? And eventually what happens is the way these, just like in StarCraft 2, where, you know, I get, you know, people found out about Mass Raven and learned a lot of mech from watching me play. And then it spreads from person to person, and then somebody else tries it, and they try and refine it or whatever. So the same thing will happen with this, I believe, for Terran versus Terran. You know, and to think that there's, like, a new meta development that, you know, besides ghosts and nukes in TvP, to think that this could be a new meta development in TvT, like, 20 years after the game it has, you know, already been out and, like, quote-unquote solved. You know, Brood War has, for the most part, been nearly solved, I would say. But there's stuff like this that people have not been doing, and it's because people don't want to experiment, of course, so they don't want to be the guy that tries it and loses and looks dumb. I've done this, again, like, many, many years back. I did this for, like, many, probably hundreds of games back when I did play Brood War, so I already know how to play. I already know how it operates. I already know, like, okay, if you have this many Goliath tanks, I can hold that with tank BC and stuff. But again, I'm sure this will eventually reach a person to another person to another person, and then maybe it reaches a Korean Brood War Pro, and then they copy it. They copy the NA meta. They copy the avilo meta, guys. That's how it happens. We all know that's how it happens. We all know there's the meme, you know, that meme that, like, you know, avilo made the build and, like South Korean pro gamers copied it. But it's true. Stuff like this does spread, so I'm sure this will spread. Anyways, there you go. There's, actually, what I'll do here, bonus replay. And I don't know if I don't know if I saved that replay, because the save is last replay in your replay folder. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a little bit of an extra game here. Breaking Brood War. Let me show you guys this game. So this was another game I played today. Now this, you're just, you know, it. I'm just going to speed through this because this is pretty hilarious. And then this actually worked. Now, I don't think this is I don't think that this is viable, what you're about to see. But you will enjoy this if you are a Protoss hater. You will enjoy seeing a Protoss get completely bopped by something that they've never seen before in their lives. This little Jimmy Protoss, like, oh yeah, cool, I play Protoss, OP Racing, Brood War, and StarCraft, like, this is gonna be an easy game, let me just hide my DTs. Let me just hide DTs for a free win. I'm researching air upgrades. So I already knew that he could be faking. He's probably going DTs because I scouted his whole main. I saw this researching, but I didn't see a Nexus, so I'm just going for standard, like, FD build. Like, I'm gonna get mines and plant them in the front of my base so to stop Dark Templar. I already scouted this for Proxy Robo, so I didn't scout this right away. So I'm already safe against the DTs. One DT will die here. It'll just hit this mine and this one. Even two, like, will be, I could deal with. He should have sacked his Dragoon. But I do have, like, I already have charts. So he loses the DT. Now here's where the fun starts. So this base, or this map for some reason has double gas in your main. So I'm like, why not? You know what? Let's try battle cruisers in this matchup. So I'm researching air upgrades, air weapons, air armor. So I'm like, why not? You know, Protoss is broken. Protoss is annoying. Let's do something this person has never seen before. So I'm building 5 starports, guys. I'm playing Sky Terran in StarCraft Brood War. Actually playing Sky Terran against the Protoss. Because why not? I just wanted to see if it would work. Since this base has the third gas. Now again, is this viable? Probably not. He's actually playing 2 base Arbiter. So like what I'm doing is kind of cheesy, very unorthodox. What he's doing is the definition of Protoss cheese. I don't know if he might have scouted this a little bit because he started making Storm and Stasis to try and counter BCs, but I don't think he saw my main. Like, if we pause here, if we go to his vision... No, he didn't even see the starports, I don't think. At least it's not showing. So, he doesn't know. This Protoss... 5 battlecruisers popping out. And he has these goons. He has these Dragoons here, but he's not expecting this. Like, let's go to his vision. This is his vision right now. He's like, okay, normal, standard, you know, Terran player, alright, easy win. Got Arbiters, I'm ready to go, easy win. What the hell? Wait a minute. He uses a Panic Stasis. 6 battlecruisers showing up. Now he's like, oh, wait, what? He's like, what is this? And I even have they're upgraded. I have armor and attack. So he's got to be thinking, like, what the hell? I'll stasis that, try and buy some time. This guy is thinking, like, what is this crazy guy doing? Why does he have BCs? He's supposed to play normal. And I'm like Yamatoing Dragoons now, and he has these here, but he's like panicking. Look at this. He's like, alright, I guess I have to go attack. But look at it. I have more battle. There's more BCs in the way, bro. Look. Alright, here we go. I got this. Let me try and just run through into his production. Meanwhile, I'm killing his production. Look at this. 5 BCs. Like, these goons are... Like, look at this, man. He can't do... There's 2 even sitting there not doing anything. He can't do anything. Like, he's dead. More BCs are popping. There's 5 more BCs building. You're dead, bro. But I play Protoss. I still have a chance. Killing his pylons. I actually have killed his production in Brutal War. This is so... like, I even yanked these SCVs to just send them down to repair because he has no more production, guys. This is a Brutal War game. Battlecruisers in Brutal War. I've brought the StarCraft 2 meta to Brutal War. Now, again, I'm not saying this is viable because this is probably not viable, especially every game. But maybe as a surprise strat, this could work. You never know. It worked this game. Like, he's dead. Like, he's actually dead. I have 2 1BCs. This is a real thing. And this guy, like, he's probably thinking, like, what? What, like, there's no way he can match this. I have 5 BCs building at a time. In a StarCraft 1 TvP. There's a round, like, for every round of Dragoons popping out now, there's, like, 4 Dragoons pop? Okay, yeah, but I have 5 BCs popping with upgrades. BC here. I left 1 here. Now I'm just sent. Now I realize he has a base here, so I have to send all the BCs. Look at this. 5 more there. 5 BCs here. Like, I have 10, 11, 12, 13. I have like 13 or so battlecruisers. 14, 15, 16. Like, what? He's got, like, at this point, he's just like, is this real? Is this guy a StarCraft player? Like, this is what happens, guys, when old school Brood War players come to the new school with some new ideas. Like, look at it. Look at this. I mean, he's already dead. Like, he's been dead for a long time, and he just leaves the game. So, again, guys, you know, a little bit of an extra game here for this VOD, but you can see my SCV depot building top of the line. Like, I'm not from practicing some Brood War, it comes back to you pretty quickly. You know, just building the depots, getting them really neatly, which is very, you know, this is something StarCraft 2 Terrans should be doing, which is building their depots neatly. Although in StarCraft 2, a lot of your depots are more like as your walls. Use them as walls a little bit in StarCraft 1, but not as much. In StarCraft 1, most of your depots are in your base, to be honest. So yeah. So there you go, guys. If you liked the video, leave some likes, subscribe to the channel. Maybe I'll upload a couple more or whatnot. And yeah, thanks for watching. Leave comments. Yeah, start battle cruisers. The Sky Terran StarCraft 2 meta brought to StarCraft 1. Now I'm hoping I'm gonna do my best to get a TvZ win with the similar style. I haven't yet over like maybe like 2 or 3 TvZ games that I played, but I'm close. I'm close to breaking that as well, breaking the wills of these StarCraft 1 Brood War Elitists. I'm very, very close to making it to making it work against Zerg, and so look forward to that one when I get that replay, when I get that game, TvZ game where I make BCs work as like your base unit comp, essentially. I'll upload that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you leave likes and leave comments. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.